Hey cookies, let's get into this easy chicken Alfredo that I made for dinner with a twist. So let's begin. So for my chicken, I am using some Tony's, which is my favorite seasoning if you guys can't tell by now. But I added about 2 tablespoons of Tony's because I do have about 3 chicken breasts. And then I'm going to use about a tablespoon of my all-purpose seasoning by Kinder's. And now I'm going to go ahead and make sure this is evenly coated on both sides, and we'll be right back. Okay, so once you're done seasoning your chicken, it should look just like this. Make sure it's seasoned on both sides. So now that my pan is nice and hot on medium heat, I did add about 3 tablespoons of unsalted butter. And now I'm going to go ahead and add my chicken breast. And mind you, these are thin sliced chicken breasts, so they could cook about 3 to 4 minutes on each side till done. And I feel like I could squeeze this small one right here. So now we're going to go ahead and flip our chicken over. And you're going to cook for an additional 3 minutes to 4 minutes on the other side. And now you can baste your chicken. Since we already turned it over, you can go ahead and baste your chicken, but still let it cook 3 to 4 more minutes on this side. Now I'm going to go ahead and boil my cavatappi noodles for about 6 to 7 minutes. I don't want them all the way tender, and you'll see why in just a second. Now to this pan, I'm going to go ahead and add some minced garlic. And we're going to give that a good stir. And now since you still have the seasoning from the chicken, we're going to go ahead and add our heavy whipping cream. So like I said, I'm adding about 1.5 cups of heavy whipping cream to my pan. Mind you, the drippings from the chicken were already stuck to the bottom of the pan, so you're just deglazing the pan with the heavy whipping cream. You're just going to go ahead and stir until it starts simmering, and we'll be right back. So now we're going to go ahead and add some of our cavatappi noodles. You might as well just pour all of them in there. And I'm going to give this a good stir. And we'll be right back. So now I'm going to go ahead and add me some mozzarella cheese. Just grating it in here. And like I said before, I only let my noodles cook for about 6 to 7 minutes because I was going to continue to cook them in this pan. And you didn't want them to be too mushy. That's why I didn't cook them all the way to 10 minutes while they were boiling in the other pot. I just let them cook for 6 to 7 minutes. Drained the water out and then added the noodles to the sauce. And now I am adding my cheeses. And I'm using about 1 cup of mozzarella cheese grated off the block. Now, you can use packed cheese, but I don't use packed cheese because the pack has a certain film on the cheese that doesn't allow it to melt as creamy as the block cheese. So we're just going to stir that in. And we're going to keep stirring until it gets like a creamy like consistency. So we're starting to get to our consistency that I want. So we're just going to keep stirring. And I used about half that block of mozzarella cheese. And now I'm going to go ahead and add my broccoli florets to my pasta. Now mind you, I cut them and I washed them, but I'm adding some broccoli to my pasta, and the steam and the heat will cook it. So we're adding that broccoli, and we're going to go ahead and give that a nice stir, and then we're going to cover this and let it cook for about 3 to 4 minutes and simmer on low, and we'll be back. Now I am going to add a little bit of Tony's just for my broccoli florets, and it adds a little bit of color to the pan. And now I'm just going to give that a good stir. And like I said, the broccoli's been steaming for about 5 to 6 minutes now, and it's getting nice and tender. So now I'm going to go ahead and add some freshly grated Parmesan cheese to the top. And now I'm going to cover this for about another minute, let it melt, and we'll be back. Now I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of paprika, just for a little bit more color. Go ahead and stir that real well. Okay, and once that's stirred up, I'm going to go ahead and add my chicken to the top. And this is the finished product. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And remember to like and subscribe. We'll chat soon.